Hi there, everyone. I've been sitting here pondering my thoughts because what else do I have to do being in the house for over 2 years? What is this? Is a piece of, it's probably a piece of my chocolate, but I don't think I ate chocolate. I'm trying to give up chocolate. I don't know if it's Lent yet, but I think that's what I should give up because I and chocolate have this kind of relationship that, oh boy, chocolate is better than anything there is. This light has some weird thing on the side. But anyhow, as I've been pondering my thoughts, I was sitting at the kitchen table and I dozed off. And I thought, why is it that I can doze off at the kitchen table, but as soon as I get into bed, I cannot sleep at all? I mean, not counting what's happened to Polly, of course, that makes it worse because all I'm doing is thinking about it, but, the insomnia I have. And I guess I answered my own question just now. I guess I'm dozing off because, I have insomnia, but that was like nothing compared to now no sleep. Insomnia, you get a tiny bit of sleep. I'm sorry, this light's bothering me. That's my bottle of water. Drink water, it's good for your body and soul. Anyhow, now this water bottle's in the way. Why can't I ever I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, back to I can't stand when this is here. So anyhow, I was pondering my thoughts. So after I got up after dozing off for, I always look at the clock, so I think it was probably 30 minutes. When I woke up, I felt really awful. Lately, I've been dozing off, and then I wake up with a startle with my palpitations really bad, which totally bums me out because my cardiologist is just blowing me off for whatever reason. Like we talked about, something's going on with the medical people. It just seems like they don't care. But today, when I woke up from dozing off, I was very cold. Like I said, my kitchen's the coldest room in the house in the winter. And my body's on fire. I felt my neck, and it was burning up. I could barely touch my neck with my own hand. My hands are cold because my hands are exposed. I have on my hoodie, my pajama pants, I have a very light hoodie. I said hoodie already. Anyhow, it's light. Then I put my bathrobe on. I haven't worn a bathrobe in, oh my God, a long time. Bathrobe and a blanket. And I woke up, and it's cold. You can feel this room is cold, but I'm burning up. It is the most god-awful feeling. I don't even know how to explain it. So I started thinking. I've seen one specialist, another one, they can't get me until May, and I still have to find a neurologist. And I'm wondering, do I cross any of anybody's minds? No. Are they at home having a nice breakfast, maybe eggs and steak? Isn't that what doctors eat, I'm sure? Do they ever once think, oh, that poor woman, I couldn't find what's wrong with her. It must be awful to be her, to have a disabled child, and the child's father doesn't give a rat's about his child. She has to beg for food for him from that awful monster. But do they think of this woman, me, who has to take care of my child, and I'm burning up and freezing and all at once, and I dread summer because it's going to be hot? At least I know I won't be able to do nothing in the summer. I'm very careful now. When I do Instacart, I do little orders and just bring me in a few bags. I am burning even more, if that's even possible. And then back to Polly. Do any of the doctors, does the NP who told me this awful news, does she think for once, oh my gosh, this parent must be really just shocked at this news. This is horrible news. How about the child? He's a teenager. You know teenagers, what they go through. What is him? And she even asked right up front, the mom, for a support group. But did I look for one? Did I even look? Did I really look? Did I let her down? Do I care? No, nobody cares. Don't fool yourselves. Nobody cares. They don't care. I don't understand it. That's why I went to nursing school, to make a difference. I saw how nurses were. I know everyone puts them on a pedestal, but let me tell you, they're not all on a pedestal. It just angers me so much that it seems like everything's about money. I swear, the offices that give the jabs are getting kickbacks. It's got to be. Why else would people change? Why would good doctors change? I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I did finally got a call from the cardiology office to call the head of the department. I called back yesterday, and as soon as they heard my name, they must have connected. Oh, he's not here, but I will make sure he calls you today, meaning yesterday. And guess what? Yesterday's gone, today is here. No call back. Did she even contact him? If she did he even think, oh, this poor mom, she got such awful news? I can relate. No, he can't relate. He can't relate at all until it crosses his path. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound angry, but I am madder than hell. You know why? Because doctors take an oath, nurses take an oath, everyone in the medical field should be giving a damn, not about money or money they've lost during this thing in our world. Watching this protesters in the other country, I don't know if I can talk about that, just makes me think more about everything that's going on. I'm not going to talk about that. I think that's all wrong. I know how Canada is. I mean, they are peaceful, nothing like the U.S., but they don't quit. They used to have mail strikes. I remember waiting for a Christmas gift from my cousin, and we never got it because, they would strike forever, so they're used to these kind of things. But I'm not talking about that because it's politics. It's all foolish. But anyhow, now after I've got you all riled up, because I'm sure you've had your own problems with the medical people, because I know you've mentioned that. Now on to, I thought I'd try to start a little on this aging thing. So after I've worked you up, and hopefully I have, that wasn't my point, but I'm worked up, so hopefully you're worked up. So now that you're worked up, and we all know aging sucks. No, well, shouldn't say that, because what is the alternative? For those of you who knew, my story that I told everyone, once I went out to dinner, I think I turned 30, and my friend was there with her guy friend. They weren't boyfriend, girlfriend, just a guy friend. They took me to dinner, and I says, oh my gosh. He says, what's the matter? I says, oh, I'm 30. Like when we were little, we thought 30 was old. And he says, oh, would you rather have the alternative? And I'm like, what? He says, alternative. And I still didn't understand what he was saying, because I was just thinking about, oh my gosh, I am 30. I am that age. As little children, we always thought, oh, that's old. I'm old. I'm old. Oh, how foolish I was. That was not old. Then he said, the alternative, and all of a sudden it struck me. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to think about it, but if you don't make it to another birthday, that means you're not here anymore. So I don't know. I've done a lot of studying in psychology, but for some reason I think women don't handle as well as men, because not as a rule, I don't know, for me it is, I pick out the wrong men, but as a rule I think men, they put themselves on a pedestal. This has got to be a piece of chocolate. Let's put this back here. So they don't really care about aging, because the rich ones get hot cars and hot women, and I don't even want to talk about that. Anyhow, but us, I think part of it, at least I'm speaking for myself, is my job's been taken away. My job that I've had for, oh my gosh, I would be having a huge retirement. It's been taken away. My kids are grown. They don't need me anymore. That probably plays a part in it. We've been displaced workers. That's probably why my mom went back 4 times after she retired, because that was her world. She always said if she stopped working, she would die. Well, when she finally did retire, she got Parkinson's. So maybe there's some truth to that. I mean, I still have Polly, and he is like raising 8 children again, because he has a lot of health issues, and now this has happened. So I think part of getting old for us women is, well, even if you work and have kids, I mean, you're still taking care of kids. Women without children, I just think it's a woman thing too. It's just, we used to be second-class citizens. So I think we just feel different. Our bodies change. We go through the change. I don't know what they even call that. And it just messes with our system. So, now, after you've heard all this, my pain, I've held in my cry, so you don't have to hear me cry again, and boy, has it been hard. But I challenge you to go look in a mirror. A full-length mirror would be better, but whatever mirror you have, hopefully not just a hand mirror, so you can see as much of you as you can. Yes, go and look in the mirror. I know we don't like to look in mirrors. Men do. Oh, they look. I've seen them all the time. They're always looking because you know what? They got this God complex or something. Go look in a mirror. I know it's hard, but you're alone. No one will see you. You don't have to know. But if you could tell me if you did it. Oh, I feel like an elephant's been taken off my chest. I feel I'm finding back to before last week, that awful day that I was given that awful news about my son. I feel like Sandy Mom again. Go to that mirror and look at yourself. Don't look at the wrinkles. I'm not saying you have any of this, but I'm just talking in general. Don't look at the wrinkles, the crow's feet, the gray hair, the extra belly fat or arm fat or skinny or whatever physical symptoms you see. Don't look at that. Look beyond that. Look deep into that mirror. Put your hand on your heart. Right on your heart, and think back. Think back. Well, if you're married, think back to when you married. Think who you were. Or think back to when you realized who you were, at what age. The person you were, probably the teenage years, even though I know a lot of people say they were tumultuous. I don't know, my teenage years were pretty good. I don't know. I guess I didn't go through the crap other people did. I didn't have any pimples, maybe that's why. I don't know. Again, it's a physical thing. But when I look back in my heart, I see me. And that is the essence of us. It's what's inside. I used to say between my two husbands when I did a little bit of dating, back then I looked really good. Not an old woman like I am now. And I used to always tell the guys, if you like me for my outsides, I'm not interested in you. Because as we age, the outsides change, but the insides, they are still there. But if you end up with someone ugly on the inside, as I have both times, they can't see your insides anymore because they are so ugly. Either they turned ugly or they were ugly from the beginning. They look at you and think you are not the same person. There would be a narcissist, by the way, that does this, but you look at yourself in that mirror and don't let anyone tell you you're not beautiful, because you are. We are all beautiful. Women are beautiful because our insides have nurtured, have gone through everything, have birthed, I can't say, my lips are so dry, gave birth. We grew humans inside of us, and if you haven't, you're still a woman and you've gone through a lot of changes. So let's start with the aging thing. I can't promise when I'll get to the next part, but look inside, and whenever you feel like, oh, I gotta lose an extra so many pounds, or oh, this and that, or like me, I haven't been to the hairdresser and I don't remember 5 years, who knows? I wish I could go. Put your hand on your heart and remember who you really are, because that's all that matters as we all go through this aging process. And you know what? We're lucky in the days we live in. We are lucky. As my friend's friend said, we are lucky we get to get older. We're lucky to age. Because the alternative, at least for me, is something I don't want right now. I have to be here for my child. So I will age. And the outside will get older, but the inside will still be the same. My dad always said, oh, I feel so young, like a teenager. And of course, when I was younger, I thought, what are you talking about? You're not a teenager. But now I get it. Now that he's gone, I can't tell him. I get it. Our parents told us stuff that maybe we don't get till later. So every time you feel bad, put your hand on your heart and remember who you are. Anytime you walk by a mirror, proudly look into that mirror and see yourself. Don't worry about the outside. I mean, If you have to lose weight for health reasons, or, like me, I got cholesterol, but I lost weight. I have to gain, and I have the other problem. But still, it's a problem. For my health, I have to do it. I can't keep losing weight. If you have to lose it, or you just want to. But don't beat up on yourself. You are who you are. Your insides are your essence. That is who you are. So I want you to ponder on those thoughts and wait with high anticipation. Send me positive vibes that I can somehow get on to this aging thing. I was so looking forward to it. And I have a stress management thing I want to do too. So don't ever look at yourself and think anything's wrong. And maybe you don't. Maybe you look in the mirror and you're fine. But I know when we don't talk, but how we say we're at the kitchen table. When you comment, I could hear your comments, and it seems like most of us, I don't think anyone likes to age, to tell you the truth. They may say they don't mind. Maybe the rich people don't mind, They could stay in hotel rooms that cost $50,000 a night. I don't know. But anyhow, always remember you are beautiful. So for now, be in anticipation of this to continue one day soon. And by the way, I almost got to making a pie to show you guys. I was so close. So for now, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. When you hit like, it helps the algorithm, which helps get my videos out there. And like I said, now with all the ones about my son, maybe someone has this, knows someone that has this, and may have some words of wisdom for me. And then this aging thing, if it can help anyone, it would make me happy. I like to help people with my wisdom. It's only what I have, my wisdom. I'm nobody special. I've just been through a lot, seen a lot. And don't forget to be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. This crap that we're all going through together. We all live under the same sky. We're going through the same thing, but then we have our own awful things to deal with. So be kind. Be kind to yourself. And most importantly, stay safe. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to comment if you looked in the mirror and what you felt. Bye, everyone.